Can I start? I am Diksha. I welcome you to the OYG platform. Today's speaker is Mehak Verma. She is currently pursuing postgraduate in food and nutrition from Lady Irwin College, Delhi University. She have done a graduation from Delhi University as well as graduated as a scholar in the field, and she is inclined towards naturopathy and dietetics, and she have done a various internship in the sector where she specifically helped with the naturopathy treatment issues, and she's also a member of Catalyst 2030. So I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you. Should we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, let's discuss what naturopathy really means. Actually, it's a combination of something which is quite modern and traditional as well at the same time. And that combination is naturopathy. It basically deals with healing people, prevention, and optimizing health. And at the same time, not forgetting our traditional methods, which were existing, from quite some time before. Also, these treatments mainly include nutrition as a main part, and yoga, and hydropathy, heliopathy, acupressure, and psychopathy as well, psychotherapy, aromatherapy. All these things are quite traditional and they have been existing from ages ago, but didn't get the recognition that it should have got. With the onset of COVID-19, we saw that there has been quite a hassle that what should we follow or what we should not. And there came naturopathy. And the most important thing that we need to consider is that be it whatsoever methods, we at last rely on our traditional methods only. So when there was a commencement of COVID-19, uh, we mainly followed, the path of increasing our immunity by the immune system improvement. So we can mainly do that from our traditional foods. India is known for traditional foods, and the Indian spices like curcumin, turmeric, and cinnamon, garlic, ginger. So you must be watching all these newspaper articles that talked about, the intake of garlic and ginger paste in various foods, and ginger tea. And if you have cough in COVID, that are the main symptoms: cough, breathlessness, even body aches, and all that. So we follow traditional methods for that. Uh, I want to share few methods because many people are right now going through COVID-19, and that's what our era of discussion is, that is naturopathy and COVID-19. So the main symptoms that are followed is, first of all, cold. So if you have cold or sore throat, you want to treat that. So with the help of naturopathy, you can do that very easily. And even doctors are recommending vitamin C supplements or zinc supplements. All these supplements are nothing but they are just means of improving your immunity. And that's what we need to do, because there is no medicine as such for COVID-19 right now, except for the vaccinations. But at last, you need to follow up your traditional methods only and improve your immune function, because apart from even COVID, we see many diseases coming up, like black fungus, white fungus, and whatnot. So I guess we need to somewhere rely on our traditional methods only, and that's what naturopathy mainly talks about. So I have personally done an internship of 6 months with Wellcure, and there I learned that it is an amazing science. You have altogether a means to detoxify your body, immune your body with traditional methods, and you do that by simple things. I mean, we haven't thought that we'll avoid all our junk foods and then we'll come back to ginger garlic paste or turmeric milk and stuff, because no junk food is helping right now. The only thing is helping is saline water gargling and yoga and aromatherapy and things like that. So that's the power of naturopathy, really. And also, as a nutrition student and uh, being nutrition the main component of naturopathy, I want to say that we have all the resources. We have all the resources with us, and only thing that we have to do is make most of it. Now, why to take supplements? Why to take zinc supplements? Why to take vitamin C supplements or those tablets when we have foods that are enriched with it? I mean, they are completely filled with that, right? So take those foods, build a good balanced diet, and exercise daily. We are adults, and mostly we can do at least 30 minutes of regular exercise without any problem. So why we should depend on things that are not natural when everything the nature is giving to us? So I want to give few suggestions from the nutrition point of view. That is that at this time, if you want to prevent yourself from various disorders that are existing right now and that will be there in the near future, and the only option that we have with us is to build our immunity. That's the only way you can deal with it. No vaccinations are being built in a time period of month. We already know that the vaccination for COVID took more than 1.5 years to come in play. And still, right now, the population of India has not been vaccinated. So, the only way to deal with it is, you know, the nature, or the naturopathy, or the nutrition. So, the recommendations that are generally followed is drink at least 2 liters of water and other beverages that are not soft drinks or something like that. They are your citrus juices in which you can add either jaggery or honey if you are diabetic, or minimum salt and oil intake. Do no fried foods and stuffs like that. On some days you can actually take it, but not on the regular basis. You can add spices that are completely traditional, and I guess in most of the houses it must be using getting used also. So you can add jeera, ajwain, cinnamon, cloves, etc. You should take a balanced diet. And people who are going through COVID crisis right now should completely take one thing in mind, that have a protein rich diet. That's the uh, take. You should not, I am not saying you should not, but you should be following few diets that are not intermittent fasting. I'm not talking about intermittent fasting which is on high rise. Of course it has its own you know uh, importance, but you should have other diets, like add colored fruits and vegetables. We have a specialized diet where you mainly follow eating color specific foods and vegetables for a week. So that's how it is. Also have a lot of zinc and selenium as much as you can. The sources, if you will talk about, they are green leafy vegetables, all kinds of fruits and vegetables and stuffs, and one glass or one cup of yogurt or any of the milk products. Now, I want to show this little PPT that I have made. So it's basically naturopathy, which is a rainbow amidst the COVID crisis, because yeah, it's a black sky right now, and the only rainbow that we have is either vaccination or natural foods, to be honest. So I have already discussed that what naturopathy actually it is, but the main focus of the naturopathy is on three things. First of all, the prevention, and as prevention is better than cure, so prevention is the first thing. On the top of it, if you can actually focus on, I would say, the behavior change, because that's what it focuses on, and optimizing your health and healing, healing your body, healing your mind, because this condition which is prevalent right now, it is mainly affecting our physical health, तो कर ही रही है, but mental health बहुत ज़्यादा affect हो रही है. Sleepless nights, insomnia, and negative thoughts of whether we'll be fine tomorrow or not, is affecting our mental health also. And that's where psychotherapy comes in place. I would ask Tarun to stop presenting, as we have already discussed this. Also, one more important thing is the lifestyle disorders that we are going through, and that is increasing the chances of contracting COVID-19, as well as people who are already diabetic and who are hypertensive. They tend to have more chances to contract COVID-19, and these naturopathy things of practicing yoga, and eating good, eating a balanced diet, can give you two shots. First, prevention from COVID-19, also improving your lifestyle, so that you don't even contract those NCDs, diabetes mellitus, hypertension, and stuffs like that. So you don't contract that. And I would urge every one of you that practice any kind of an exercise that you are comfortable with. Practice yoga, at least 5 rounds of pranayam every morning, taking fresh air in, and some other asanas that are really fruitful in these days. So you should practice that. Also, listening to music, improving your mental health. Just don't watch TV, because news channels are reporting these much are the active cases, these much are the things. So we know the information that we already want to know. We don't want more than that. And excess of anything is bad. Don't. Even excess of nice food sometimes is bad. We in food and nutrition also follow this rule of moderation. That is, don't eat less, but don't eat excess also. So you need to follow that principle. Just don't watch negative news every time. Watch positive, see positive, feel positive. That's one of the most important things. And eat good. That's the most important thing. Also, you can take help of heliotherapy. Heliotherapy is a kind of a therapy in which you take sunlight. Okay, and I am quite sure that many of us, because we are sitting from quite a while in our homes, we must be going through vitamin D deficiencies for sure. If you are going through headaches, body aches, lethargy, and even insomnia, and hair loss and stuff like that. You just don't even have to get your blood test, but you are vitamin D deficient. But take as much as sunlight as you can. If you are non-vegetarian, you can have quite a number of sources. But if you are not, just stress on taking walnuts and seeds and oil, and eat mushrooms. They are the good source of vitamin D. Eat citrus fruits. They are a very good source of a vitamin C. So that you need not to take supplements. Eat green leafy vegetables, and in short, eat everything. Drink a lot of water and other beverages that I already told you. And the last thing, Tarun, a bit down after treatments. Yeah, next slide. Next. Next. We have talked about heliotherapy. Next. Exercise, sleep is important. I wanted to show this slide. Irony. Yeah, thank you. So it is actually ironical that nature is giving us back what we gave it to. Like, we see wildfires, we see COVID-19, of course. We are watching that certain cyclone has hit certain state and stuff like that. I guess nature is now retreating us the way we treated it, and that's why naturopathy is important. I mean, nature can only help you at last. No other thing is helping you. Medicines are helping you in a way, but not that much. Jitna nature would treat you. Just accept that and practice that. Bring that to your practice, because many of us know all these things that I just listed, but we don't practice it in our regular day. Being a nutrition student, sometimes I also, forget to take my regular exercise regime. But you need to realize this, that this is the only way we can get through this. Otherwise, we are watching the tolls every morning in the news channels, and maybe the second wave will rectify, but the problem from root won't go away. So, and maybe for many years, unfortunately. So the only way we can deal with it is naturopathy, and that's here I want to end. You can have your QA session. I'm ready. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It was very good session. So I just want to ask you a question that what you recommend as a basic prevention to the patient of COVID? Like, what are the basic things they should follow as a general population or post-COVID people?
I would say just take a balanced diet and a protein rich diet, because when you go through COVID, one thing that you are suffering from is weakened immunity. If you have gone through COVID, if COVID has already happened to you, you go through weakened immunity and you go through muscle wasting. So to regain that, you need to eat a lot of protein rich diet so that you can do combat those losses that have already been made. And during the time period, we are recommended the supplements because the stores have already been depleted, but you need to enrich that with your diet as well. Also, as a preventive technique, we every day see that people are focusing, even the government agencies, Ayush and many other NCBI, they are recommending that we should practice yoga because it is a must, actually. So as a preventive measure, mask yourself, sanitize, and wash your hands regularly and maintain the distance. But that is something which you can do outside and which you should should do outside. But one thing that you can do at your home, because we are at our homes, we can build immunity. We can make ourselves more immune to not only COVID-19, but all the upcoming disease that unfortunately we are watching that they'll come. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So I'll go to my next question.
Mhm.
Actually, I want to ask how you can create awareness among the people about nutrition stuff.
See, this is my personal experience that I have saw. People only go to nutritionist in India for weight loss purposes. They see
Okay.
nutritionist as somebody who can just help them lose their weight. It's not like that. You need to take nutrition and you need to see nutrition in a very broad spectrum, because now I have seen people shift towards nutrition as the diseases are approaching. They are shifting to nicer foods and stuff, and every day on Instagram you see reels that eating healthy foods, and people are getting aware. But you need to make sure that nutrition is just not only for the sake of health, weight loss and weight gain. You have to watch this, that nutrition is helping you and will help you to maintain this beautiful body that God has gifted. And the only thing that you take on regular basis is food. So that's the main path from which you can make a change. So that's why food is something which is really important, I feel.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for this beautiful session. We really appreciate. And this PPT is actually very good. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
And it really helped us as a student. And thank you for your concern, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Bhavik, for inviting. And it was really a pleasure to be here and discussing things that I wanted to discuss from so long. So thank you, Bhavik, and thank you on your growth platform for inviting. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That session was really good. And if I say in the points, like it was our enough fingertips, like 20 minutes, if you see the session, you get to know not about the awareness of our system, it's about the integrate how with allopathic medication, because that is required in the current situation. And what is your last message? What you want to give to the students and to the people who are watching this? That would be much great for all of us to know.
I want to stress on three things: just eat well, think well, and stay positive. That's the three things I want to say, because these three things will probably take us through the bad times, and hope that we'll continue this regime of eating well and meditating and exercising, practicing yoga in the near future. Also, if these diseases, these would pass, these time would pass, but we should make a habit. See, it's not a one day thing, but it's a lifestyle changing pattern that we should follow. So that can only be done when we are eating well, we are thinking well, and we should continue doing this for a longer period of time, so that we can have a prolonged lifespan, and a good lifespan, not a prolonged but a good healthy prolonged lifespan. So that's what we want. So I urge everybody to eat well, follow naturopathy. Even if you don't know the basics, just Google it. You will find a lot of interesting things. I have myself treated many patients who have gone through chronic constipations, and they hardly used to, when I asked them, they hardly used to take any beverages or water. And it's really difficult that you just focus on small things, because the diseases are not that big which you think, but they can be, if you don't follow the right path. So just follow the right path, eat well, think positive, don't be negative, and just deviate yourself from the bad news that are coming up. Stay updated, accepted. That's the most important thing, but don't just dwell into it and start thinking negative that what would happen. So don't follow that.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The message was very loud and clear that we should attach to our Indian system of medicine, which is telling us to prevent from multiple factors. And I hope not who will watch us, but this awareness is required every day, not after like today in COVID situation, but after COVID also, we should follow the same.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am, to come on our platform. And
Well,
we are very obliged that we can connect offline too sometime in the future.
sure.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Diksha.
Thank you.